Sophie, what on earth are you doing?
What's wrong?
You've been slacking up on cleaning again. There's dust all over the house. You don't know anything about being a wife.
Oh, Ruth again. I know I've told you before, but if possible, please let me know ahead of time when you're coming. And please refrain from coming when my husband and I are not at home. I don't like guests coming into my home when nobody's there. Whether it's my mother-in-law or not, my husband agrees to.
What are you talking about? There's no way Tommy would say such a thing. I'm a Tommy's mother. Why would a mother need permission to come to her son's house? Besides, this is also unannounced inspections to make sure his wife is doing her job properly. You fail every time, and you're not being a good wife.
Unannounced inspections? I've been married for 3 years, and you still don't trust me?
Of course not. In the first place, I was against a messy person like you becoming his wife. But since Tommy insisted, I gave him permission. So at the very least, I should monitor his wife closely to make sure that she doesn't do anything improper. That's my role as a mother, isn't it?
I see.
So, what in the world is this dirty house? Do you clean it every day? It's a dump. I felt nauseous the moment I entered this house.
Nausea? Isn't that a bit dramatic? I clean the house every day. I take out the trash, I sweep the rooms every morning, and ventilate them. I clean the bathroom and toilet every day.
You're lying. There's something dusty about the place. There's still dust in the corners of the bathroom. You're so lax at cleaning. What if Tommy gets cancer from breathing the dirty air?
Oh dear, sorry about that.
What are those things in the fridge too? All those tasteless-looking frozen foods. I almost had a stroke from shocking when I saw them. What kind of food are you making for Tommy to eat? I told you before, meals are to be homemade. Don't you dare cut corners when you're his wife. What will you do if Tommy gets sick? Would you take responsibility for that?
I don't remember buying frozen food. Are you talking about the pre-made meals? I mean the meals that I put in Tupperware or Ziplocs and freeze. They are the homemade, not frozen.
Don't talk back to me. If you're a wife, you should feed your husband freshly prepared hot food. Cutting corners by making leftovers or frozen food is outrageous. Make at least 5 hot dishes for every meal every day. You can do it for Tommy. You're not a good wife if you don't do what's expected of you and just talk back to me.
That's absurd. Those meals are homemade with nutritional balance in mind. So anything that's frozen is considered frozen food? We both work and came home later than him. That's impossible.
If you really love Tom, you can do it. Anyway, I've thrown away all those frozen foods, okay?
You what? You threw those out? All the meals for a week?
Yes, all of it. Starting today, you'd better start cooking properly. I won't forgive you if you cut corners.
Oh no, I made all the food. And I'm trying to cut back on food expenses.
Speaking of throwing things out, what's with your clothes? What's with those fancy clothes too?
What fancy clothes? You complained before, so I don't buy that many clothes these days.
You have pink clothes. Those clothes are only until elementary school. Are you not ashamed? Wearing such things when you're an adult.
By pink clothes? Do you mean that long pale pink skirt? Wait a minute. Did you go through my closet again? Please stop it already. I really don't like it.
You're the daughter-in-law. How dare you talk to me like that? Don't you know I'm giving you advice so you won't be humiliated? I threw away the dress and all your other fancy clothes. Be more frugal and live a life that doesn't embarrass you as a wife. Don't be extravagant with the Tommy earns.
Oh no, I think you have crossed the line.
I'll be back tomorrow for another inspection.
Tom, I'm at my wit's end. Your mother came to our house again unannounced. And she threw away today's dinner and my clothes.
Really? She came again? Mom never gets tired of it.
What are you talking about? That's not funny. Ever since she moved into the neighborhood, she's been here almost every day. She talks about unannounced inspections, frugality. She just wants to pick on me who's your wife. The amount of food and clothes she throws away costs extra money, and it's not easy to deal with her. If she keeps this up, we're gonna go to bankrupt.
Well, don't take it so seriously. She'll get tired of it. She's just excited to be closer to her son and his wife. Why don't you just ignore her?
You can't say that because she hasn't gotten rid of your stuff. I can't wait until your mother gets tired of it. Please tell her not to come and take away the duplicate key you made without my permission. Otherwise, I won't be able to take it much longer.
I don't know what to say. She won't listen to me. I don't even know what's going on. Why don't you tell her by yourself? Why don't you work it out together, since both of you are women?
If I complain, she'll come at me twice as much as she does now. Why can't you understand that? You're her son. Do something about it.
What are you so angry about? You've been too tense lately, Sophie. Calm down and do what Mother says for a while.
I told you, I don't want to do that.
Okay. I talked to her son. I just got called by my boss. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, Tom.
What? I'm still at work right now.
I just have a few questions. It won't take long. Depends on your response.
What? Don't waste time, just say it.
Your mom broke into our house again.
What? You're talking about that again? I told you to just ignore her.
I'm not complaining about the breaking this time. Your mom searched our house again without permission and found something interesting. She found it in the cardboard box in your room.
Oh, my room?
Yes, fancy women's underwear and clothes. And some brand-name cosmetics.
What?
Isn't that funny? I was surprised too. Your mom throws away all my clothes and cosmetics these days. I only buy cheap plain clothes and the bare minimum of cosmetics. So why do we have all the stuff in our house? And I wonder why they came from your room. And they're in the cardboard boxes, quietly hidden away. Come on, what's going on? Explain it to me.
Well, you know, it's...
I hope you're not cheating on me, are you?
No, I'm not. Those are all mine.
Yours?
Yeah, I never told you this before because I was afraid you'd freak out. I like to dress up as a woman. They're all for me to wear. And I'm sorry that I misled you and that I've been keeping this as a secret to you.
Oh, so they're yours? All this underwear, clothes, cosmetics? It's all yours, is it?
That's right. I bought them all for myself, for my own use. So it's not like I'm cheating on you or anything.
Try them on then.
Huh?
If you say these are all yours, then you can wear them. If you want to prove your innocence, come home right now and try them all on. You usually only wear men's size L. If you can wear this women's XS size, then you need to show me.
No, I mean, I'm still at work, so...
Oh, yeah? Work is more important than the threat of divorce. Well, if you say so, okay then. I'm going home to my parents. I guess the next time I see you will be at the divorce settlement.
What? Divorce?
Instead of reprimanding my annoying mother-in-law who abuses me, you actively invite her into our house and help her abuse. I don't want a man who could cheat on me after all.
No, wait a minute, Sophie. I'm sorry. I'm leaving right now. Let me explain. It was just a mistake. It won't happen again. I apologize. And I'll never let my mom in the house again.
It's too late for that now. Goodbye.
Sophie, what are you doing?
What is it this time, Ruth? Did you come to my house again?
What are these despicable clothes? They're filthy. Of all places, you would hide something like this in Tommy's room.
Despicable clothes? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me. A skirt so short that people would almost be able to see your underwear. Or the red gaudy underwear. Or the expensive brand name cosmetics. When I was cleaning Tommy's room, I found them hidden in a cardboard box. What in the world are you thinking? You're a married woman with clothes like a prostitute. I can't believe it.
Huh? What's that? Red underwear?
You must be taking advantage of his kindness by cheating on him. What a dirty wife you are. Move out of here. Don't ever come near Tommy again.
Ruth, I don't have any clothes like that.
Are you sure?
I really don't know. We don't go into each other's rooms. I didn't hide them. I have no idea. I just found out about it now. You found it in Tommy's cardboard box, didn't you?
What?
Ruth, please don't touch anything, and just go home for now. If you take anything, I'll report you to the police. I'm coming home now. Ruth, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help today. I just finished discussing with Tom at my parents' house.
Yes, Sophie, may I ask you something? What do you mean by discussing?
About Tom's affair, of course. Tom has been cheating on me for the past 6 months.
Huh? He was really having an affair? You're not lying, are you?
You found the things that the other woman left behind in Tom's car and at the hotel. Good job. I've been bothered a lot by your interfering up to now. But this time, it really paid off. Thank you very much, Ruth.
Oh well, Sophie.
I'll return your son to you. I'll also demand alimony.
Hey, just a moment. Return means divorce?
Of course. I'm also gonna bill you for all my clothes and food that you've thrown away. I've kept a record of everything that was thrown away, so I'm gonna charge you for every single thing.
Wait, Sophie. Don't be hasty. Think again. You've only been married for 3 years. Divorce for a single affair is too harsh.
80% of all divorces are caused by their mother-in-law trespassing and picking on the wife. I asked you to stop 1,000,000 times. Every time you threw away my personal belongings and meal I'd made, Tom acted like it was just someone else's problem and didn't deal with it at all. I've reached a breaking point. Cheating was like the last trigger. There was a great parent-child partnership.
Wait a minute. It's my fault. But I was just doing it for Tom's sake.
Don't argue with me. You said it was for Tom's sake, but you just didn't like me, did you? It's good, isn't it? You won't have a sloppy woman as your son's wife.
I didn't mean it that way. I can't believe I made Tom get divorced.
It's too late to regret it now, Ruth. It's impossible to fix a relationship now. That's why I sent Tom off to your house just now. Please take care of him there. Goodbye.
Wait a minute, Sophie. I'm sorry for everything that's happened. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. It won't happen again.
Tom said the same thing. That's what I'd expect from a scam parent and child deal. But no thanks. I will never forgive you, either of you. I'll contact you when I've hired a lawyer. Goodbye, mother-in-law. No, I mean ex-mother-in-law. After that, I hired a lawyer and demanded a divorce from Tom. I demanded $20,000 in alimony, including compensation for my personal belongings that my mother-in-law had thrown away. Of course, I also hired a professional investigator to find out who he was having an affair with, and demanded compensation from her as well. At the divorce settlement, Tom and my mother-in-law got down on their knees, and they cried as they told me not to go through the divorce. I refused, saying that there's nothing they can do to fix the problem. They gave in to all my demands, and the divorce was finalized. Now, Tom is staying at his mother's apartment. He blames my ex-mother-in-law for the divorce, and they seem to be on bad terms. I moved out of my old house and moved into a slightly more expensive apartment. It's a high-security place that no one can break into anymore. Martha, do you have a moment now? I have something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, Hope. Of course. What do you want?
Actually, I'm pregnant.
Oh, you're pregnant.
Yes, I am. I haven't been feeling well lately. I didn't get my period, so I went to the hospital today and found out that I'm pregnant.
I see.
You seem very indifferent. Sean told me to talk to you about it, so I told you, but you don't seem that interested.
Well, I'm certainly not that interested in you, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about, so it's good timing.
About what?
It's about a child.
About a child?
Yes. You know, Kyle had a baby a while ago.
Kyle? You mean Sean's younger brother? Of course I know that. What about it?
Hope, you know, I want to love my grandchildren equally.
I think that's fine. But what does that have to do with my pregnancy?
Don't you understand? You're so slow. Why don't you use your brain a little?
I don't like it when you say things like that out of the blue. I can't think of any connection between your grandchild and my pregnancy.
I see. Well, you're just the kind of a woman. I know you really are pathetic.
Anyway, could you please hurry up and tell me what you want to say?
Okay, then. Then I'll say it in a way that even you, who are not very perceptive, can understand.
You don't have to be mean every single sentence.
Oh my God, you're not a very cute wife. Why did Sin choose a woman like you? He's a lovely son, but I just don't understand this.
That's enough about me. If you won't talk, can we just call it a night? I'm busy too.
Wyatt, the point is, I, for one, would like to have plenty of time to cherish my newborn first grandchild for a while now.
Huh?
But you know, I don't need another grandchild born at such a time. Do you know why?
Why?
You must be really slow not to understand after I've been so clear. If you have two grandchildren of the same age, you would naturally favor the first one, wouldn't you?
That's different for everyone, isn't it?
I'm not talking about everyone. I'm talking about me. But if you do, you feel sorry for the child who was born later, don't you?
Then why aren't you careful about that?
I told you, it's natural.
Well, then just be conscious and try not to use favorism.
I've already said. I'll say it again. I don't want to hear you talk back.
I'm not talking back. I don't understand what you're saying. So what can I do?
That's it. I'll be frank with you. Hope, give up your child.
What? Of course you don't want me to do that. Why would you say that?
I told you in the beginning, I want to love my grandchildren equally. But if you have a baby now, that won't be possible.
That's up to you, isn't it?
So, I want to have another grandchild when the first grandchild has grown up. You need to have the baby at the right time. Do you understand?
I absolutely do not.
I was going to tell Sin and you that I wasn't ready for kids. I didn't expect a pregnancy report at such a time. You're so dumb. You can't even discern the right time. Anyway, that's the situation. So will you do it for me?
Of course it's impossible. You're thinking only of yourself. Do you think I would agree? I don't care about your selfishness. There is no way I would let a life go just because of how you feel.
What's with your cocky attitude? Sin agreed with me right away.
What? He did? No, that was before he knew I was pregnant, right? If that's the case, in the first place, why didn't he use contraception?
It was just bad timing. There's nothing wrong with Sin. It's you who's at fault. Also, I just got a call from him. He said he respects his mother's wishes. I mean, he's okay with this, understand?
Did Sin really say that?
Yes, he did. He really is a good boy who listens to me earnestly, isn't he? Unlike you, he's smart.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess it can be helped considering everything that has happened in the past.
So, of course you'll do me the favor, won't you? Since Sin, the husband, said so, it's only natural for his wife to do what he says, right?
Of course, I refuse.
Huh?
I said I refuse.
Since Sin is agreeable, you should obediently give it up. Don't put your personal feelings first.
I'm the baby's mother. I think that should be take precedence over your feelings. I won't accept your request or give up my child's life.
Oh, is that so? Then get a divorce already. That's the best thing you can do. If you and your husband don't see eye to eye, then so be it. That child in your belly isn't his anyway, is it? I don't need a slow and shameless daughter-in-law anymore.
I see. Then I'm divorcing him. I'll continue this discussion with Sin. Goodbye.
Hope, it's been a while. Has it been 5 years already? I need to talk to you.
Who's this?
Huh? Isn't it a little rude to come out of nowhere? Don't tell me you've forgotten your mother-in-law.
Oh, I remember. It's been 5 years, and I haven't had anything to do with you. You just come out of nowhere. What do you want?
Anyway, you had a baby, right? Boy or girl, tell me.
Why are you asking me that now? It's the child that caused my divorce, isn't it?
Well, I was out of line then, too. I feel bad for you. I'm sorry. No matter what the circumstances were, the child is still Sin's, right?
You change your attitude so conveniently. It's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy. Wonderful. I bet he's adorable, just like Sin.
What are you trying to say? Get to the point.
Actually, Sin remarried 3 years ago. She's a nice young lady from a good family. Unlike you, she's a good match for him, don't you think?
I see.
But you know what? She's infertile. So she can't have kids at all.
I see.
That's why we'd like to adopt your child. Of course, we'll pay you the appropriate gratuity. Our daughter-in-law's family is with us on this, so you can count on us.
No way.
Think about it.
There's nothing to think about. Why should I give my son to you guys? It's unthinkable.
He's still Sin's son after all. I'm sure he'll grow up to be a better man if we raise him out of house and you raise him as a single mom. We have money. We can give him a good education, feed him good food, and take care of him. If you think about your child's happiness, you know what you do, don't you?
Yes, I do. Thinking about my son's happiness, I would never give him to you.
Hope! So, you don't understand what I'm saying?
How can I entrust my precious son to people who thoughtlessly try to throw away the life of a newly conceived child? Even if they were the family of billionaires, I don't think he could be happy in such a family.
No one can know what will happen before the birth of their child. Now he was born, he'll be loved well by us, and that should make him happy.
It's a concept that makes no sense. But then, knowing what you really are, I wouldn't give my son to you. I mean, what happened to your first grandson, the one you were so attached to? Is it too greedy of you to want my son while you have that child?
Kyle's ex-wife disappears with their child. Wives are such vicious creatures in the end.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, it's none of my business.
Hope, you shouldn't make me angry.
What happens if I make you angry? I don't want anything to do with you folks, and I don't want to give you my son either. If you want to be angry as angry as you like. I will never give you my son.
Stop messing around and just give me the kid. If you're gonna argue with me, there's something I can do.
Oh, really? Although I'm curious what that is, let me correct one thing.
What?
I'm not single anymore because I remarried. My current husband loves my son, as if he were his own child. That's another reason I can't give him away.
So, what's the matter with you? You think you're happy? Whether you're remarried or not doesn't interest me one bit.
Even if the person is Sin's boss?
Huh?
I found out after I got married. He said there was an employee whose mother has been causing a lot of trouble or whatever.
No way.
If things continue as they are, seeing who already has a bad reputation might go into more trouble. I have no control over it.
It's not fair of you to try to use their power.
Oh, really? It's a matter of psychological evaluation. So for now, it's just a matter of looking at him a little harder. As long as you don't do anything, he'll be fine, I'm sure.
That's so low. Don't be silly. If Sin gets in trouble, I'm gonna sue you.
Then back off, so there won't be any trouble. I guess we're done here, right? Goodbye, and I hope I won't have to deal with you again.
All right. As long as I give up, nothing will happen, right?
My ex-mother-in-law seemed to back down quietly, but she really wasn't ready to give up. After that, she tried to kidnap my son. Could it be that this is what she was talking about? If so, that was extremely stupid. The kidnapping ended in an attempt, and my ex-husband, who carried it out with my ex-mother-in-law, was arrested. I couldn't even feel sorry for him, but it's not about his reputation at the company anymore. In any case, I'm very happy that my son is safe, and those crazy people are gone.